The Accountant is an action thriller directed by Gavin O'Connor. It stars Ben Affleck as an accountant who works for various mob organizations and the criminal underworld, and it just so happens that he also has a form of autism, which makes him really good with numbers and solving puzzles, that kind of thing. And he is also a really hardcore killing machine. I'm not kidding, this guy could probably kill you with a plastic spoon if it came down to it. So Affleck's character Christian Wolf gets a job where he's got to find some missing money from a robotics corporation. In the meantime, we've got the head of the crimes department of the Treasury who blackmails an analyst to find out who this guy is because of his involvement with various mob organizations, that kind of stuff. And in the meantime, we've got some people who are trying to cover up the missing money from the robotics corporation. And in the meantime, lots of things are going on. This movie has a lot of things happening all at once, but it was good. So as far as things that I liked about The Accountant, overall it was a really good movie. It was really interesting, particularly Affleck's character, Christian Wolf. This guy wasn't your typical action movie sort of hero, and the way that Affleck played him was brilliant. You really believed that this guy was autistic. There was always something going on in this guy's head, which you could clearly see just from Ben Affleck's eyes. And it was quite fascinating the way that he dealt with situations and dealt with people, his relationships with people, that kind of thing. Aside from Affleck, we also had really good performances from Anna Kendrick, J.K. Simmons, and Jon Bernthal. But the one thing that I really noticed about this movie was that it was kind of slow-paced in a way. I mean, we did have action scenes here and there, and they were really good, really well done. But this movie takes its time to introduce the character. Now, there were a few scenes, I guess, that were weighed down with some heavy exposition and, you know, kind of boring, talky scenes here and there. But overall, it was quite a fascinating and different approach to an action movie. And if anything, it has really left me wanting a sequel. I mean, now that we've established who this character is and what he can do, I'm really interested to see where it goes. And it was left kind of open for a sequel, and the whole time I'm sitting there thinking to myself, okay, I know who this guy is, let's just see him do something maybe, I don't know, a little more action-oriented. So definitely don't go into this movie if you're expecting a full-on action movie, because you ain't gonna get it. And I guess the only other thing, I mean, when I was telling you about the plot before, yeah, there were a lot of elements all trying to compete with each other for what was the main plot. And I guess, you know, I mean, the movie went for 2 hours, but to be honest, it kind of felt a little longer. Like, I was kind of sitting there a few times thinking to myself, how long does this have to go? But overall, I was really interested in who this guy was, what he could do, and yeah, it wasn't bad. It just wasn't the most entertaining movie I've seen this year, and I'm debating whether or not I'd add it to the collection. Maybe when it comes down in price, if it was about $10 or so, I might pick it up, but definitely wouldn't get it on the day it came out. So despite being a little bit slow here and there, it was well directed, great performances from all the actors, and I'm going to give The Accountant a 7 out of 10. So what did you guys think of The Accountant? I'm interested to hear some more opinions on it. Drop me some comments either here or on Facebook. You'll find all the social media links down below in the description, because I like to talk about movies and I would love to talk about movies with you. See you next time.
Click subscribe to stay up to date with all the latest movie reviews. Skynet will be taking over any day now, so what have you got to lose? Nyah.